Greetings, penguins, and welcome to this video. Today, I thought it would be fun to rank my Inktober pieces, since I've never done this before, and I've been doing Inktober since literally 2016. So I didn't have any theme this year, so I just drew whatever I felt like. So it's a very eclectic mix of things. And this ranking isn't the most like, oh man, I hate these ones on the lower ones, or I freaking love the ones on the top. It's more of the very top and the very bottom are the ones that I have the strongest feelings about. And then everything in between, I don't feel particularly strongly about. So it's just more of which ones do I have stronger feelings of, like, or meh. So let us begin, starting with the bottom. At the bottom, we have day number 5, enough of this. This one, I hate how this one turned out. It just looks kind of bad. I really wish I did something to help differentiate the background a bit more instead of that crackly look. I wish I gave it a little bit stronger contrast, but I just don't like it. And I did a better version of this character a couple years ago that I just like so much more. Even though it doesn't have quite as much movement as this one, it just looks better. Next up, we have day number 1, Goodbye Club Penguin. This one's also kind of a meh for me. There's a lot, but not enough going on simultaneously. I really wish I colored in the lines in the background to really add a trippy effect. I mean, it is still pretty trippy right now, but it's just meh. Next up, we have Penguin Groove. Now, this is one where I think the concept is really cute, but I don't know quite the execution of it was as good as it could have been. I would really love to revisit this and do a colored version because I think that would just help elevate it beyond what it is now. And maybe do something like a black with white wiggly lines in the background instead of just the black lines against the white. I think that would look a lot better, but overall, cute. Next up, we have day 20, Hunter and Prey. This one, I like the composition. I like the idea of it. It's just, I hate Claudia's face. I had how her face turned out. It just looked, blah. Aries in the back. Aries looks great, but Claudia is a little wonky. And also on her dress, I screwed up her little sailor thing. It's supposed to be curved and not straight like that, but I didn't notice it until I had literally finished inking it and was like, crap, I did it wrong. And the idea of this one was Claudia is a vampire hunter and Aries is a vampire. And so the name Hunter and Prey could apply to either one of them. Little did they know that they would fall in love and have a gay old time. Next up, we have day 11, Hide and Seek. This one, it's just cute. There isn't really any strong feelings of it, and it's pretty simple, which is why I just put it low. I do wish there was more contrast between the colors of the puffballs, but what can you do? Next on the list, we have day 19, Dread. This is another one where I don't feel too strongly about it, so it's pretty low down because of that. Next up, day 12, Half. Now I did this one of Abby looking shocked and a dramatic split. The idea is cool, I just don't like it that much. Next is day 4, Dissociation. I think this one is just low because it was just forgettable for me. In fact, while recording this, I skipped over this specific one. The concept is cool. But I keep forgetting about it. I am so sorry to this girl. Next up is day 7, 4. This one, I don't know, it's kind of boring to me. And I also wish I did them X formation instead of a cross formation with them. I think it would have looked cooler. But then I was like, let's do it in the cross formation. I will do diagonally. That's typical for me. And then I did this and I'm like, I wish I did it diagonally. Then next up we have day 25, The Angel of Machines. Now I feel like this one's pretty low down because it's not a unique illustration of this character. In fact, it looks a lot like an illustration I did of her in an earlier Inktober, just an improvement upon it. But to me, it's just kind of boring, but she makes up for it by being cool. Next is day 30, Elena. She's so pretty. Has such a happy face. I love this vampire character of mine. But I think I just ranked this one low because I just didn't have strong feelings about it. It's just a pretty picture of my character Elena throwing petals in the air. I didn't like the one that's like right here on her forehead by her eyebrow because it kind of cuts into the hair and looks weird. It's like too close to that area, so it's not quite enough contrast between those areas, so it just looks like a piece of hair that's not fully rendered, and it annoys me. Next is day 29, Eat or Be Eaten. This features adorable birds being hunted down by a monster bird. This one's cool. I feel I've done better illustrations of these bird characters, and this one was just kind of meh in comparison to them, so that's why it's just low. Day 24 Mushroom Forest stands here, and here we have the mushroom child just angrily looking at us as it is walking through the mushrooms. I just wanted to draw a small character walking through mushrooms, and I did that, and I just didn't think about it. It's just here. Then we have day 9, Meowstick Arts, or Meowstick Arts. I keep pronouncing it as Meowstick Arts, but it's Meowstick Arts. My goodness, get the old name of your piece right. I do love this one, actually. You'd be surprised why it's so low, but I just think there's other ones that I enjoy more. I do really love the cat that's frightened down here, just being like, oh no. I wonder what they're making. For some reason, I think it's not a potion, but actually just soup, and it's just being dramatic to be spooky. And then above that, we have day 23, Ghostly Wanderer. Now this is one that I remade of a watercolor doodle that I did. And I was like, hey, why don't I try remaking that with just black and white? I really love the little ghosty in the light, and it's cute. On to day 18, The End of Time. This one's a cool piece, and I want to do a version of this as a painting someday. So this is just like a nice little ink doodle to show off the concept and be cool. We move on and we arrive at day 10, Bookbinder, featuring my character Paige, ready to sew up the pages of her world and return. This one's cool. It just ended up low because over time it was just the line art isn't quite there. It's a bit too thick for the size that it is, so it doesn't look that good. And I think the background should have been a little bit different shade, maybe something either lighter or darker. Overall, I do love the composition of this, and I might turn it into a larger piece in full color. We need a color illustration of Paige. Every time she's popped up on this channel, she's been in black and white. All right, next is day 16, Bats and Ghoul, featuring my character Siggy Frank in a very spooky Halloween outfit, looking cute. This is just one I didn't feel too strongly about, but I like it, so it's up here. Then there is day 28, Prom Queen. Here, Abby returns with a tears of joy because she has just been elected Prom Queen. Even though she doesn't go to this school at all, I like the Prom Queen version of Abby, which also for some reason has longer hair than her usual short hair. It's cute, I love her. Rank 12, day 8, Dizzy. This one's cool. Nothing much else to say on that. Cool. Then we have day 13, Guardians of the Abyss. Here I have some creatures that I created, simply known as black hole demons, and they're basically just sentient black hole creatures. And here they are guarding the abyss, which is their god. All right, we enter the top 10. Starting off, we have day 15, The Future is Toast. This is a character flying through the sky as toast rains from it. The future is toast. It has a lot of movement and I really enjoy that. Then we have a day 31, Flight of the Penguins. This one's just really cute. I actually like the thing that they're actually swimming in water, and that is the penguin flight. And I'm just holding on to my golden yellow penguin mascot as we're flowing through the water or the air, whatever you wish to believe. Then we have day 27, Mysterious Bubble. This was one where I drew up the mock-up and then I was like, this one isn't gonna be high on the list. I'm not gonna like this one. And guess what? It made it to the top 10. I think there's a lot of cool aspects to it. My favorite thing is the fins. I love that I added the transparency on them. They just look so cool. I like the rocks and their shading. The bubble's the part that's my least favorite of this, that and her side profile. It's a little weird. I think it's mostly the eye and how the eyelashes fall that do that, but overall, a cool piece. Then day 2, daydreaming. I love what I did with this one. I like the concept quite a bit with this. There's just her dancing the penguin as she's just drifting off into her thoughts. That's it. Then there is day 14, unavoidable. Here we have Azael surrounded by these clouds of blackness with eyeballs staring into the soul. It's got uneasy vibes and I'm loving them. I also just love doing these eyeballs against just black. It looks so cool to me. Day 21, apparition. I'm personally surprised how high up this one ended up because it was just so simple to do and I just didn't really think about it. But then I just kept coming back to it and being like, this is cool. And I guess that was enough for it to end up in the top 5. So good for you, apparition. We get to day 17, Lon Cat. I love this piece. I would love to turn this into a painting to put on my wall. It'd be so cool. Make it a poster or something. It would be so cool. Ooh, we're entering top 3. And here we have day 6, meeting space. And here the goddess of space is chatting with her planets and stars. I love it. I love it. I always love putting little faces on the planets. Runner up is a day 26, Little Flower. This is based off of my Little Flower keychain, and I just love this. It's simple but cool, and I want to turn it into a painting as well. I just really love it, and I think it's because I associate with that keychain that I absolutely adore that I just love it even more. We have arrived at the number 1 spot, which goes to none other than day 22, You're My World. I adore this one. I love this one so much, and I want to turn it into a painting as well. These characters came about from my 100-day 6-minute sketch challenge. I drew a regular penguin being toured around space with an alien penguin, and I was like, oh my goodness, they should fall in love and be lovers forever and ever and ever, and this is what resulted. So they're just orbiting around each other in space, in love. I adore them so much. So we have reached the end of the video. Woo! Let me know, how would you have ranked this? Are there some that you go like,
wow, I wouldn't have put that so high?
Or, man, that piece is so underrated. Why did you rate it so low?
Let me know. Have you ever done Inktober or a monthly art challenge before? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you would like to see more from me and join what we call here the colony of penguins, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.